Okay. So, this is you guys and ladies' favorite part of the day. Seeing this handsome face and wondering what I wore today. Well, I'm about to tell you in a minute. So, first off, the package that came back yesterday that was shipped all over the damn country and came back to me, and it should have went to my guy Cody. I sent this off probably almost 2 weeks ago, and it just got back to me. And there's a fortunate side and an unfortunate side. And the fortunate side is 2 fragrances were in the box. One of them wasn't damaged. And this is a pretty solid bottle. It's pretty thick. It's pretty heavy. And this is from Penguin Original Blend. Now, the only thing that happened to this one is just the fact that the bottle itself got scratched up due to the other one being broke. As you can see, no like cracks, major damage. But I really don't want to send it to my man like this. Depending on what he wants to do, I can go and find another one of these and just replace it. Or if he don't mind taking this one, then it's up to him. It's totally up to him. This is going to get rectified though. The other one, and there was a good thing that these were like inexpensive fragrances, because the other one is broke. Let's see if I can show you without spilling this. That's broke. And this other one was Guess Seductive, the one in the black bottle. And like I showed you guys, you can tell the damage that it did. It smeared the names and stuff on the tag. The U.S. Postal Service left this little message in which I already read that off. Very unfortunate, but one of the fragrances did get saved, so I mean, it's totally up to him. If he still wants this, that's fine. I can clean this up the best I can and reship it. But I understand if he don't want it, it's fine. I can always just run maybe across the street to TJ Maxx or maybe Ross and find another one. They're very inexpensive. We just did an exchange, so it's not that big of a deal. I can fix it, or he can wait and see what happens with this claim. Once I go back to the post office, I'm going to try to go as soon as this video is done, because I have a package here I need to ship off. But he can wait and see what happens with the claim, and we can go from there. But for the most part, one bottle did get salvaged. The other one is a total loss. And for those people who doubted what the hell your boy Mr. Cheap Sense has going on, this is probably the second biggest purchase I have filled the order for. I know there are some skeptics out there who don't believe in buying secondhand stuff, and a lot of my fragrances are still in the box, still full. I only bought them, sprayed them once or twice just to sample, and it is what it is. Now, I can understand something that's not in a bottle, a box. Say like this one, Jaguar Classic Gold, which is going to my man Justin Coldbank. This one came to me like this, and it's actually supposed to have this little, plastic sleeve around it, and a top that comes with it, but obviously that piece is broken off and the top's missing. But I do have this that I can get them to tape down to keep it from being, I'm glad I thought about that, put that in the box, so I can keep it from being sprayed while transport. But the first one I did was to my guy over at Outlaw Frags. They did a review on it, and if you didn't see that one, check them out on Outlaw Frags. They shouted your boy out. My man spent like $150 and bought a bunch of fragrances from me, and this is the second biggest, and this one ended up being about $103. So if people out there are thinking that there isn't a market for secondhand fragrances, you're dead ass wrong, and you need to stay in your lane and mind your business. I don't jump over on you guys' channel and hate on what y'all doing. I just don't like when y'all look down on us smaller guys and think we're not supposed to be able to, you know, survive in this game. Also, I'm not a collector. Not a collector. I am a collector. I'm not a what do you call it? This is not a business for me. I don't have a website where you can go and buy fragrances. This is all my personal stuff. This is stuff that I'm getting rid of and trying to move on to different fragrances. Not necessarily upgrade everything, but I at least want to swap out some of these old ones and get some more cheapies or inexpensive fragrances in that I can do more reviews on, because people love the inexpensive fragrances. Not everybody can afford to run out and buy those higher niche and all that other stuff. So, the joke's on you guys. Anyway, more good news coming in the near future. I'm going to try to wait and see what happens, if it comes or not. I got some very good news last night from a fragrance house. I'm not going to spill the beans on it because I don't want to scare them off. They did jump in my comment section last night, and I may not have been the only one that they reached out to, but I got my message, and I went over and I hit them up on their Facebook website or Facebook page. They reached back. We talked a little bit, and there's something in the works coming up, maybe next week sometime. Hopefully, fingers are crossed. No, this has nothing to do with money, but you guys may want to stay tuned for this one. With that being said, let's get on with what I wore today. So today, this is a two-part video. It's actually what I wore today, two fragrances. Well, it could be looked at as three-part, but I wore two different fragrances today. And the third part of this could be a comparison video, in which I should wait and do this another time. I think I might do that another time. So I'm just going to stick with what I did today. Alright, so it was my bright ass idea to wear one of the samples that I got in yesterday, and it is from the house of Mancera, and it is Wild Fruits. And this is the little sample that I got, and you can see I used quite a bit of it today. That's about all I have left of it. Very nice. I love fruity, I love sweet fragrances. If you don't know that about Mr. Cheap Sense by now, I am one of those guys who likes sweet, because I tend to do more what the ladies respond to. Not too many people will compliment me when I wear something like Bentley for Men Intense. I got a couple of compliments when I wore that during the winter last year, but not as much as I do when I wear the fresh or the clean or the sweet fragrances. Unfortunately, no compliments while wearing this one today. And for the most part, I think what happens, is the fact that these things, the atomizers on them, don't spray as much juice as the bigger bottle, which makes the performance lack. And it also could have been from the extreme heat that we have going on here. We have that moisture in the air type heat, in which most people, like in Arizona, Texas, places like that, they have that drier heat. Well, here it is muggy as hell. We got all these different swamps and, well, not really swamps, but we got the oceans that are close by where we live, and we get that moisture in the air, and it's just so muggy and hot, and you feel sticky and icky, and all I did was walk outside the building and cross the street to another building. And I'm talking about as soon as I stepped out the door, instantly I started sweating profusely. My shirt was wet. My undershirt was wet. The infamous t-shirt that certain people don't like. Like, it was crazy. And I think this does not perform well in the heat. This is kind of sweet, like almost syrupy type sweet. This does not perform well in the heat. I had to keep reapplying this every time I walk out of the building because, number one, I was sweating like hell. And then I had a little towel with me, so I actually was wiping, so I could have been wiping the fragrance off. If I could have stayed inside the hospital, I think I might have gotten, some reaction to this, but with my skin being as heated up as it was just by me going in and out the door, I don't think this was working well. So what I did, now don't get me wrong, this is a great fragrance, but I think a little bit cooler weather would be more suffice for this one, or at least not as hot and humid as it is out here right now. But what I did was I switched over, being that I have it now, thanks to one of my subscribers. This is Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio, and this is one that is still to this day one of the highest selling, if not the highest selling fragrance ever. And this is still pricey as hell, and it is older than a mother. Shut your mouth. This little small one is just enough for me. I don't need much. This is what, a 20 ml looks like it. This is more than enough for me, because honestly speaking, which is gonna be my comparison video, I'm pretty sure you guys know what this is. If not, this is Perry Ellis 360 Red. And this smells damn near identical to this. No lie. And I'm pretty sure there have been a lot of comparison videos, but there hasn't been one like your boy Mr. Cheap Sense, and you know I'm going to give it to you. The only difference with it is you're going to have to find out in the video. So, sprayed this on and went outside because I had to go back across the street. I was cleaning carpet in the security office. Actually, it's the new head security officer's office. And, or the security director, I should say. Oh, excuse me, guys. I actually sprayed this on, and it smelled amazing. And instantly, as soon as it hit my nose, I started thinking, oh shit. I started thinking about this. And I was like, damn, I can't believe how much this smells like Perry Ellis 360 Red. But this is more along the lines of something you need to wear when it's hot outside. You need to wear something like this, some aquatics, maybe something like Versace Man or Fresh. What else do I have? I don't know about Valentino Uomo Aqua, even though it's an aquatic. It still has the DNA of the original Uomo. I'm not sure if I would do that one. Maybe Mugler Cologne would be good. What else do I have? I would say Coach for men, but I don't know if I would really do that one. Maybe something soapy like Lucky You. Bulgari Aquamarine, Aqua Amara would be good. Atlantique would be good. Anything that's clean, fresh, soapy, citrusy, something like that. John Varvatos Artisan Pure would be good. Yeah, anything fresh, aquatic, bright, even, what is it, Vibrant Leather by Zara I mean, if you can't afford or don't want to pay Creed's prices for Ventus, and you don't really want to get Club De Nuit Intense Man because of the lemon note that's in it, or it may not just be your thing, then something like Vibrant Leather that is very inexpensive from the House of Zara, you could pick something like that up. I don't know, guys. I mean, a lot of different things would work, but that would be up to your nose. If you know you're going to be inside all day and you're an office type dude, then, you know, by all means, wear what you want to wear. But you do, at some point in time, have to go outside. And I know you don't want to have on something that's going to be cloying, or like if you're going to go outside, get in your car, stop by a store or something and run in, and you're next to somebody and they start smelling that very sweet, like Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Mauve fragrance coming off of you, and they're gagging and choking, and like, you don't want to wear something like that in this kind of heat. So anyway, with that being said, guys, please stay tuned. Thank everybody for subscribing. The new jacks, the ones who have been here for the long haul since almost the beginning or the beginning. Thank you guys for being loyal subscribers. I know at times things got a little bit difficult. I know sometimes I get off task when it comes to these hecklers and Captain Jackasses out here in the world that always want to disrupt the natural flow of what God has for me or going for anybody. I also want to send a shout out to all the people who give shout outs to all of us smaller channels. We all need to stick together. Not all of the bigger channels are on the same page when it comes to the fragrance thing, because we're all under the same umbrella, whether they like it or not. It's not an umbrella for, you know, the niche snobs and the higher end people, and then everybody else is over here. We're all under one big umbrella because we all are talking about the same thing. We're all talking about fragrances, whether it's something that's got longevity like Aqua di Gio, or something that's only been around a few years like Perry Ellis 360 Red. It's all in the same vein. So I like the camaraderie that's been going on lately. I know a lot of different people have been talking about this. Us helping each other. We swapping out fragrances. We telling each other, you know, what to try out, what not to try out. We giving our honest opinions on things, and we're not getting mad about it. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about, oh, I done made it in YouTube and I'm way up here, and you keep your foot on everybody else's head trying to keep them down so they can't make it. Well, you can have your top spot. I just want to fit in where I fit in, and if something blossoms out of that, then cool. Don't try to stop the next man from being, you know, in your position. Maybe you can transcend into something higher if need be. So with that being said, guys, I am about to get out of here. I need to go and catch FedEx before they shut down, and see if I can catch this post office. If not, I'll catch them tomorrow. But Cody, this will get rectified, my friend. Trust me, I got you. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.